Okay, so as you can see here, I have 2 tote beds. I did a little gardening. I'm trying to do some companion planting in here. So here I have some radishes. They're not doing too good. They're a little leggy. I feel like it's mainly because I have more soil to bring them on up, or either that. The tote garden is still a little bit higher, so they might not be getting as much sun. But if anything, I'll just use them for the leafy greens. If not, just for the radishes. I tried to put some kale here and over here as well. Those didn't do too good. I don't know if it was because of the soil or the sun, because by this section here, usually when it's full sun, they get all of it. And I am on a south-facing balcony, so they do get a... Here, I attempted to put some bergamot down. They haven't really been taken all well. I had to retransplant these into a bigger container. They weren't doing too well alone. Now they're doing better. With more attention. Here's some little baby basil seedlings that are growing over here. I have an eggplant over here as well. We'll see how that one does. And I can't remember which pepper this was. I think it's cayenne pepper. But I know I put a couple of those down. Now I'm going to this side. I did put some green onions and a couple more seeds for bunching onions down. So we'll take a look when those come on up again. Again, we're here with some more eggplant. This one was actually mixed together with this one, but it wasn't growing too well since the market more cucumbers are kind of taking up the space for it. So I cut it and retransplanted it here with some aloe vera. You can still kind of see the aloe vera here to help root it. And then again, some more of these peppers I was telling you guys about. Some more kale. And then I tried to do a couple of arugulas, but after my cat was eating some of it, it's not doing too well. I also have some cayenne pepper here, right next to the green onions. They've released a lot of flowers, but I haven't seen a single pepper yet. We'll see more flowers coming in as well. So these are the Market More cucumbers. I have 3 right over here. They're starting to vine up. This has actually started to vine up a little bit on the Kentucky long beans that we have growing over here. They're just starting to produce some. There you go, just a couple, but they're still producing a couple more flowers, so I'm hoping to get more than just those 2. The other one on this side is doing pretty well. Like you can see, it vined it pretty far because I actually only planted the beans on this pot. It's vinding across to the other end, and I can tell it's just gonna hurt it if I just keep trying to put it in one direction. So I'm just letting it do what it wants. As you can see, I'm holding it up with tape. So far, so good. When it does rain, it gets a little flimsy, so I'll probably get some duct tape. Now, if you've been following along on Facebook or TikTok or anything, you'll know this is my second squash I'm attempting to grow. The first one was killed by fungus gnats. This one, ants kind of just took over. I recently put some aloe vera at the bottom because I know the smell was sometimes the tulip. I just got 3 poles and zip tied it here. But other than that, I trimmed all the other leaves that... Oops. I've been thinking about just cutting it, but you know, it's starting to grow flowers again, so I'm hoping something will come of it. I'm not exactly sure what started growing out on the pot. I'm just letting it come out to see what it is. And then we have our mango tree over here. It's been doing really well since I trimmed it. I did put a little bit of fertilizer in it, so you see a couple weeds coming out as well. We also have some lemongrass here in the corner. I put it up a little bit higher because my cat keeps trying to eat it. It's like a little dessert ram, but it's been growing really tall. I recently just trimmed it because I noticed he had bit onto it a lot. You see, like, he's just going nuts, biting into it all over the place. And it's really detrimental to my plant, so I'm looking to keep it away from him. I even put the aloe vera like right in front of it to see if he'll stay away from it because of the spikes. Nope, not at all. But the aloe vera has been doing really well. It was just like a local native aloe vera that I just salvaged, and now it's actually producing a little baby. I recently also got a poinsettia, so I brought it outside because I heard it can be a perinatal. Here we have our little mini orange tree growing with some Acalypha arpensis, or cancer herb as some people know it. These just keep growing in every pot, honestly, so I just let it happen. I do like the tea, but the orange tree is actually overgrowing the pot a little. You can see the roots are starting to come out. I'm actually just prepping this soil here where my coconut palm was. I'm just letting the heat kind of kill off any excess pest or anything. I'm just treating it at the moment. It did rain, so I'm gonna wait a bit longer till it's fully dry and I get treat it again and then dry it again before transplanting, so I don't get any more beetles in any more plants. Over here we have some oregano. Now this one's been here for a bit. These were all from cuttings, really, none from seed. These rooted up really well. These were just recently added, so they're still kind of growing. You see the new babies coming in there. But some of the ones in the back are still taking a bit just to root up. They're a lot sturdier now, just like this one is. This was fully rooted in, and so is this new cutting. But I'm just gonna wait. I added some aloe vera again, just to help with the roots. I usually trim off any little bits that I see like these, just to allow the plant to focus on just creating new ones. I have some ashwagandha here that I was gifted. Now when they gave it to me, I actually had a couple bit more, but the rest died, and I was shocked that this one regrew itself. It was like super dry, and now it's just regrowing, so I'm letting it on its own. I attempted to put some bergamot back here. It's not holding itself so well. Probably need to add more soil, but it tastes really good. I don't know if you're supposed to be able to eat bergamot alone, but personally I like the flavor. Then I had some more peppers here just to see if they can grow a bit before I transplanted it again. Some more bergamot. Can't remember which one this was. I think it was comfrey. First it was like a big lush bit, but lately it's been having a hard time. I do think I have to retransplant these two. You can see I pulled out some of the ones that dried up. I'm just letting it go back into the soil to provide it with more nutrients for whatever new growth is to come. Here is the bonsai. I can't remember the name of this one. It was literally a cutting that I took from an old job, and it's grown so much that I replanted it quite a couple of times, and I've taken cuttings and made more. And then I can't tell what this is, but this is always growing out of nowhere, and it creates bean pods. Honestly, like the third or fourth time that I've seen this in the garden. I'll show you guys later once it gets like this purple pinkish flower. And I can't remember the seeds that I put over here. I think it was like a pollinating flower because I wanted to attract more bees. I recently planted some echinacea. It's not fully taking any to grow yet, but you can see the seeds on here. They were covered like this purple thing to protect them, so we'll see how long it takes for that to come off the seeds so that they can actually bloom. Some more peppers here I'll be transplanting. Excuse the mess in the garden. And see, it's all over the garden. I don't know where it came from, but that's like the second plant, and I just pulled out like 3 the other day. One actually had a bean pod, and I saved it. I'll show it to you guys afterwards. Probably post it on the Facebook group. I don't remember what this was. I was trying to put some herbs in here, but not thinking it's taking it so well, so I'll probably put something new in here. The soil is still pretty well, and add some more compost. Just to show you guys some of the plants I was thinking about adding to the garden, I do want to give the kale another try. I'll love to have a bunch of that. And I haven't grown habanero peppers in about 2 years now, so I'm excited to grow that again. Last time I made a lot of hot sauce, and I was just giving it away. Just out the Golden Jubilee tomatoes. I heard they're super sweet and delicious. And just some lettuce, since it is starting to get a little bit colder, so we can have something that's going to be a little bit more prolific in the garden.